Deep Cuts, The Emerald Mill. This is a series that is not supposed to work in traditional American comics. It's not superheroes. It's not fights and tights at all. It is slice of life stories from the past.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if these are true stories.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. But this one,
I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Much like HBO's Watchmen and HBO's Lovecraft Country were moments where, like, sitting down watching with my son, and he's like, "Wait a minute, that happened? That's a real thing?
That's a real thing?" Yeah.
I didn't even think that there would be something like that.
That's amazing.
There's something that happens in this that I was just like,
yes.
How do you know? Like,
it's brilliant.
Imagine being that dude.
Yeah.
When you have someone, I don't even know, she doesn't know that she's entitled.
Right. But when she said what she said, I was like, ooh, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
I know you didn't mean it that way,
but
you still shouldn't even have said it like that, because you are stepping on. You are literally stepping on to his face. Yeah. Like, to his face. And I think that's the tricky part. Okay, so creative team. Kyle Higgins on words, Joe Clark on words. You guys working together, phenomenal. Like, you're telling phenomenal stories. Helena Macelis on pencils and inks, and Igor Monti on colors. Okay, so Helena and Igor, if you guys work on books without each other, don't ever, never ever.
Because
y'all need to be the same person.
This out-Mac David Mack.
Oh,
like, God. The dreamlike quality.
Yes.
And the almost watercolorness.
It's so good. It's so good.
It was like,
it took on its own life. Like, literally, it became its own magical thing that could disrupt you from the story and still didn't.
Yeah, still pulled you in.
Absolutely amazing.
You could go back and you could redo giant chunks of Sandman with those two creators doing the art, and it would, like, would it be better?
It would fit. It would be like, that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so in this one, we have a young lady that is getting her shot on Broadway.
Yeah.
And not like, singing song, like, no. She is the creative mind behind a Broadway production.
She wants to write the music, wants to write the story.
Yes.
Like, that's big stuff.
Yes. But at a time when women weren't allowed to do, this is her shot.
Yeah.
However, she's missing something.
Yeah.
And she's now on a quest to find it.
That song. That one song that's always going to be in people's heads, that they're going to come back and watch that over and over and over because of that one song.
Yeah. And I think, okay, so let me ask you this, because this put me in a space and place, because over the weekend, my kiddos saw The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
And I didn't watch that one. I watched Evil Dead Rise in a theater all by myself. Do that. Okay, so is early 90s, late 80s, early 90s Disney that? Is the question I have is, are those movies really that good? Or do they have amazing songs?
Oh, man, I don't know.
With fun story bits in between. Because, like,
I'm trying to think, because now, like, Lion King, Tarzan,
right? Like, any of those, like, were the stories told really that good?
I don't know.
Or did they absolutely nail it with the songs? And you literally are taking story bits.
Song. Huh. I don't know. Now
this is no shade. Like, I'm a super Disney movie fan. Like, love them. But I have to ask, because they have this context. Like, there are shows that on purpose, they understand it's not well acted, not well written, but it has a song that is so good, it will carry it. And I'm like, whoa. How many people, like, is The Little Mermaid actually a good story?
Yeah.
Or do we just love Kiss the Girl? Like,
right, like the story beats.
I don't know. But okay, so I digress.
Yep.
So having this story break that down and see someone in pursuit of the song, that was endearing.
Yeah,
absolutely endearing. And seeing all the things that they go through trying to get there.
And jazz at that time period, right before the Great Depression, this person's navigating.
Yeah,
they don't even know that they're navigating.
Have no idea. Yeah. It's a brand new language that's not only just new to them, but it's really defining itself at the time. And man, you really get the impression of understanding artistry versus a hopeful practitioner.
Yes.
That's the thing. So, such an amazing book that, again, no fights and tights.
Yeah, it's
like
not. It's a book about his history and music, and yet somehow
it's enticing. It's
yeah,
so enticing.
It really is. I felt left out. After you read the first issue, I went back and reread it. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's so good.
So I had to pick up number 2. So
there you go. There you go.